Take one word from your vocal, loop it, and add some effects, and you can get this kind of cool ambient sound. Record sounds in real life. Make your own instrument from a sample you like. Flanger effects can make pretty cool sounds. Did you love the chord progression in another song?
Steal it.
Did you love the rhythm in another song?
Steal it.
Did you love the melody in another song?
Steal it.
I'm kidding, don't steal melodies. But maybe study how it was made and take inspiration. Add some slight delays on piano notes to make it more realistic and interesting. Having one same note on every chord in a progression can make it sound more cohesive. Add ambient sounds in the tonic note of your scale to fill up space. White noise and saturation are the holy grail combo to make synths more full. Make your lead more interesting by adding different lead sounds. Pianos almost always have too much muddy frequencies. Reduce it. Drink coffee. It's good for you. Quick volume automations can sound pretty cool. Listen to your mix on both loud and low volume because your mix will sound different on different volumes. Check out the Fletcher-Munson curve for why. Using loops, presets, and samples are not cheating. If you think that, read this. Make sure you're not nipple producing. Place your monitors at ear height to hear your mix properly. Break quote-unquote rules. For example, Kashmir added a freaking delay to a kick in a track and it sounded awesome.
One of the more novel tricks that I used on the song was to actually put a delay on the kick.
Add EQ after saturation, because saturation adds harmonic frequencies. And as a pro producer, I gotta say, man, you need to tune your kick.
Shut up. A kick is like a transient thing.
Or maybe not. For real though, do whatever sounds the best. Increase the reverb in your build-up for more tension. Reduce the stereo width in your build-up for more contrast. Get a lot of feedback for your music. There are a lot of great communities on Reddit, Discord, Facebook, etc. where you can get endless feedback for free. Try humming your melodies. Get more interesting bass lines by jumping in octaves. If you like the tips in this video, subscribe for more. When cutting vocal chops, look for vowels like ah and e because they tend to sound better chopped. Listen to your master in mono to find phasing issues. Always make the drums extra loud before mastering because the limiting during mastering will turn down transient heavy instruments more than other instruments. Use mid-side EQ when mastering to cut out unnecessary lows around 100 Hz for a cleaner master. To reach a really loud master, a pro trick is to add saturation since it adds a lot of perceived loudness. Here is a voice done with and without RX Elements audio repair. One way to add punch to a sound is to just add a quick transient hit from a sound as a layer, like this. To make your reverb more rhythmically interesting, try adding a lot of pre-delay like disclosure. Use triplets to surprise and engage the listener. Test audio training apps if you struggle to identify frequency issues in your mix. And you can also use apps to do ear pitch training if you struggle to write down melodies that you're humming. Never automate the mixer channel's volume. Instead, add a volume plugin to automate the volume, so the automation doesn't fuck you up later when you're trying to mix the track with the mixer. If you're new to music production, don't spend any money on expensive plugins. You can still make professional music with only stock plugins. Take breaks. Ear fatigue is a thing. To get a more realistic piano, turn down the velocity, then randomize it. You can also make the strumming less tight, and in turn, it becomes more realistic as well. Lastly, you could of course record yourself playing the piano for maximum realism. Is it okay to use OTT on the master? Of course it is. If it sounds good, add it. But is it okay to add reverb to the master?
The people are retarded.
For real though, it's actually a technique that can be used to glue things together, but obviously don't overdo it. For vocals, balance the volume with volume automation first, then add a compressor for the most natural and balanced vocal. When you pick a key, make sure you can clearly hear every sub-bass note. If your sub ends up too low, you lose all power. If it's too high, you lose all power. So move the key of your song to the best area for your sub. Usually it's between E and G. Cutting risers and downlifters to around 500 Hz usually cleans up the mix a lot. If you want to be successful in music, be the hardest worker in the room, and when you don't feel like working, just watch some David Goggins.
Why am I being a bitch sometimes?
Next time you're sidechaining with an LFO, carve out the perfect shape of your kick for the best sub and bass sidechain. Listen to all your favorite songs and write down what you like the most. Could you combine or twist up the genres you like in a way to create your own unique style? Many producers don't realize you can also reverse kicks and toms, for example, which can sound really cool. Reversing entire melodies or sounds can sound interesting. Add saturation to your sub-bass or bass to make it more audible on low-quality speakers like laptops. One trick I love to do is to automate tons of reverb on the vocals in the build-up, and on the phrase right before the drop, I make it almost completely dry. Add a copy of your vocal, but make it one octave down. This can help make your vocal sound more full. A popular technique to add variation with snares is to add a different snare every other hit. Automating the pitch to slowly go up or down on an instrument can give it some extra tension. Learn FM synthesis to create cool metallic sounds or insane dubstep sounds. When you consider your track finished, take a break for like 2-3 days, and if you still like the song after that break, it's probably a freaking great song, so release it. Don't forget to tune your toms. The reason for this is because I think they have more tonal qualities than a kick, for example. Consider trying out completely different scales, like these non-Western scales, for example. Add slides to your instruments. Unpopular opinion, but I actually think MIDI chord packs can be great to use as a starting point. Learning to properly cut out high-end frequencies of sounds like the bass, chords, etc. can dramatically make your mix cleaner. Use your default plugin settings, so every time you open your EQ, you will have all these bands ready to use quickly. Automations are amazing at bringing your sounds to life. For example, you can add automations for a filter, a tape stop, the pitch, and the reverb. You can use this website to export a cappella of whatever song you like. Or you could use Vocal Remover for free. If you want to do a remix and are not sure about the chords, you can check them out on chordify.net. Add brass tabs to add impact. Removing a lot of sounds that you drop can make it sound more interesting. And adding something as simple as a crash and an exhaust can add a lot of impact. At the second part of your drop, test only turning the lead up or down an octave to give the listener a fresh take on your drop. Back up everything you've made to an external hard drive. Seriously. Don't know how to make music in a certain genre? Download project files on that genre and study how it's made. Remember that silence is also an instrument. Even super aggressive songs needs kind of silent parts to give contrast to the aggressive parts. Less is more, sometimes, at least. Automating the BPM in a track can actually sound cool. If your drums sound boring and flat, test adding some swing. Use distortion as a sound design effect. Collaborate. Get really freaking good at just one synth instead of trying to learn multiple different synths. Before you open your DAW, think of a theme for your song and try to pick a sound palette that fits it. Make your own unique presets. Fine-tune the note length and your music will sound a lot better. Add weird sounds to make your music more unique. Instead of using an entire loop, consider using multiple loops and split them up so you get your own unique loop. Writer's block isn't real. The reason you think you have writer's block is that you have a need for perfection. You can always write trash music. Put drum samples off a beat to make it more interesting. Try to remake your favorite songs. It's a great way to learn. Practice. And if you want to learn everything you need to produce electronic music in just 7 days, check out my course. It's everything I've learned in the last 14 years, packed into a system that you can learn in just 1 week.